Welcome back. We're farming today. So we've been out for almost 2 weeks now. It's been wet, rain every other day. We've probably got we've had close to 3.5 inches though here in the past 2.5 weeks since we've been in the field last. So we're gonna get going right now. Get the basket, get everything greased up on the digger here, on the cultivator, and then we'll go from there. I got Grandpa going down at the bottom. We got one field we call the bottom. It used to be it used to have a waterway ran through it, and back in the 70s and 80s, they deterred the waterway over, so it was straight. You used to curve way into our land and back, and then they kind of straightened it out. Well, back in the, let me say, early 1900s, my son loves saying that to me. Early 1900s. I'm talking like the 40s maybe. They used to dump rock in there when they were farming it. So they get all that, and there's still rock buried in there. We just don't want to rip them through. So we just run the disc through it a couple times and then plant it. Been working pretty good for us the past 4 decades. So we just keep doing that. So I'm gonna get this all greased up, and then we're gonna go get going here on the south farm. Everything on the north farm is done for corn. We'll get this going here today. Hopefully Robbie can get out there and start planting here in an hour or so, and we get some corn in the ground. It'd be nice to try to get the whole south farm done, but I don't think we can get up on the back of the hill here on the west side. There's like a natural spring. It's a wet hole in a couple, about 2-3 areas in those little slivers where we're gonna put silo corn. So we might wait for that, might plant that last to the silo corn, and so we'll get done with two big fields we got here, maybe the bottom if that's dry enough, and then we'll head over behind my place and then up to the leaf farm. So that's the plan. All right, she's all greased up, ready to roll. I'll get out in the field and start working some ground. And we're farming. We are going. She's working up good. I just went through the wettest spot in this field. I didn't have the camera on, but I didn't want, just in case I got stuck. Never know. But yeah, everything's working up pretty good. Ain't rolling any dust, so she's got a little bit of moisture in it still, which is all right. We'll get through this field, and hopefully I'll get up on the lawn on the other side. We've got a bottom corner, and that one is going to be too wet. I know it is. You probably won't get into it, but if I can scratch through it, get the ground opened up, let this sun do its job, we should be able to get through all of this over here on this farm today. I'm hoping if we can get going here. It's pretty good. Ain't pulling hard, so we'll keep on trucking. See how we can go today. One thing we got a lot of in this field are these. Yeah, we've got rocks all over the place out here in this field. But the good thing is that most of them are this size, but there's a lot more than we want. We do have a few that pile up like these two, but this is our sandy soil we got in this area. This is what we deal with. So I mean, you can see, I don't know how well the camera shows it, but the wetter spots we're running through. The sandier, drier up on the top, and down through the bottoms. It's a little wet, but that's what we do. Deal with it. So, I'll probably get a couple shots. Robbie's out here with the skid loader, picking rock, the rock bucket. All the boys are busy today. In our area here in Minnesota, track is going on, and it's I don't think it's sections, what they call it. I'm new to track. I never did track in high school, so my boys are all about it, which is great. Glad they are. So later I'll be out here picking rock with the side-by-sides and skid loader. Robbie's out here scratching around so I get this field pumped up, ready to roll, and then he'll get out here and start planting. So that's our plan. Just getting done with, about half done with this field right now. I've got the short rows on that now. I got a couple more long rows, and I'll start going short on the other side. Hitting it at diagonal. Guys have been hit since last spring. Beans last year, now the corn this year. All right, we're getting the planter going. Robbie's heading out there right now. We're gonna get it opened up, and then I'm gonna jump back in and finish digging that field out there. If I'm not mistaken. This year we haven't been able to keep up with our records. We usually have them all marked down inside the shed on the whiteboard, in the barn on the whiteboard, what we got number wise. So, but that'll be just fine though. We know what we got. Cows are set. One of these next videos will be getting all the cow-calf pairs together. The Herefords here will go down to the North Farm on that river, and then the Black Angus, Red Angus crossbreds will head out to our other two pastures we've got. Now the Reds probably won't. I think the Reds will go to my place, but we got the bulls over there still. So once we get some of these out of here, we'll start to bring the bulls over here, and they'll graze back out here where these cows are now. We're ready to send the bulls out around the 4th of July. So right now, we're just waiting. We're out of help right now. Kids are gone. It's just Robbie and I. Cody's gone. He's in Nebraska. Picking up a heifer or two that he bought. So yeah, he's gone. But so now we're gonna get this planter spread out. There we go. So we brought all the units up. The last video when we started out, we dropped everything deeper. We've had quite a bit of rain since then. So the reason we put them deeper was to try to get down there so make sure the seed gets moisture, like I explained before. Now we're bringing it the other way. The downfall of going deeper, sometimes the seed might not make it up out of the ground, or it takes longer, sits in there longer, can rot. So this way it's shallower, it'll pop right away, start growing. That's what we're looking for. So, and everything should be pretty dang good right where we're putting them now. So, yep, there it is, right there. So that's just fine. We'll let her sit. Robbie's going, hopefully no problems. I'm gonna go pick up that big stone. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a big rock there. We'll get that picked up, and then I'm heading out back in the digger. So these are the size rocks that we have in this field. This is what I was telling you about. Right back through here, kind of a low draw comes through. That's where an old waterway used to come through, back across from over there, down through here, and then back out. So they straightened it out and made it go straight across over there years prior. But we got rocks all over the place, so we're gonna get them all picked up. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to lift that into the side by side. We'll find out here. That's a big rock. There we go. That's a huge rock. Oh, and then I just stepped in the hole. And a big hole. Try to fill that in the best we can. If I don't fill it in, chance he'll go over it. The whole seed unit will fall in there and bounce, and then we got chances of the cover popping off because the seed will slosh around. So there, that should be good. There you go. That's the kind of rocks that are out here. That's actually a really big one. They're not all that big. Out of here. I'm not going to keep looking around for rocks. That's enough. Everything's working up pretty good today. We've had a couple wet spots across this field over here. But other than that, we got through them pretty good, especially in this little 3-corner piece here, little triangle. Up here in the bottom area over there was pretty wet too. Had me spinning just a little bit ago. But as long as these rolling baskets, I'm not filling them, they're not packing full of mud, that means it isn't too wet out here. So everything's working up pretty good, so I can't complain, and I'm actually pretty happy that we're able to go as far as we're going today. So I guess we'll see how it goes. Breakdown. I didn't bring you guys with. We had, when we were priming the fertilizer pump on the planter, I had thought on one row that was plugged that I had poked a hole through the hose, plastic hose, and then we came to the agreement that I didn't, this one was running out the end. Well, I was right. I did poke a hole through it, and then it leaks fertilizer down next to the opening discs, and then the gauge wheels collected mud that was dirt and fertilizer mix, and just kicked in there hard, and the gauge wheel just wasn't would spin anywhere. So we just got that fixed, cut the part off, those hole, enough holes, and now he's going again. So yeah, always something, always something. So we got a little hiccup in our day right now. We gotta get the planter filled up, but we gotta get a tote in there out of the shed, and then we'll with the skid loader. I'm gonna do chores right now. Robbie's got to get somebody meat, so we'll get him going, and then we'll get the rest of the planter started, and then I'll get going, start digging again. They want hay so bad right now, but they won't eat corn if I do that, so they're not gonna get any right now. We'll go out, feed in the bunk, then I'll come back and I'll give them hay. So sometimes these younger calves, it's just what you got to do. They get a taste of just only one thing they want, and you got to coax them into eating what you want them to. We got 2 more twins in here this year. This is the 4th set. This here is a bull calf and a heifer calf. So she's a commercial cow with the number 10 on her ear tag, so she will those calves will go out feed lot anyways, unless she turns out all right for a market heifer. We'll see for kids to show next year. But I'm gonna give her some hay, and then we'll go out feeding the bunk. And we're back. The battery died. And now we're gonna put seed in this box. No! Go on top of the tarp if you move forward. Tip it down. get this strung out. And then set up. And then this got to flip down. Drag that down to there. Right to there. And that starts there. Oh, that's not. So I can ride like that. And now choke. These big guys staring. Just watch. So speaking of the bulls, we had a tragedy here not too long ago. You might have seen some videos in the past of all the bulls. There were 8 here. Now there's only 7. Our big red bull, one we've had for about, he's 7 years old. I'm not sure how long I've had him. I think we've had him since he was a 2 or 3 year old. But he was 7 or 8. Had him for a while, and he, how do I say this nice? He died. Something's happened with cattle. When they overindulge on corn, they get something called bloat. And when they bloat and they can't pass the gas when the corn ferments inside of them, they basically, it's hard to explain, but they rupture inside because they can't bear the gas. Sad. Nothing we could do about it. We didn't catch it. We didn't see him at the time. Happened overnight. We fed him as normal, but we've got grass out here now in the pasture. So the bulls they're grazing on grass now, and they got fed as normal. And not all 8 of them came up, and we fed for 8, and only 3 came up. 2 of them are lucky. One of them was okay, couldn't tell. There's another one that was really close, but he was able to get past it, and that was after the fact that we found Big Red out here. So yeah, bad deal. It happens with cattle. When they start eating corn, we feed them enough for all 8 of them to eat at the same time. But when only 3 of them come up, the other 5 stayed out in the pasture when they didn't all come up, and Yeah, and all 3 of them ate all the corn, and they can't do that. So when it comes to feeding cattle and corn, you have to ration, or else for some reason they're stupid, for lack of a better term, and just eat, and their body can't do it. So that's why we've only got 7 bulls now. The big red one's gone, unfortunately. So just a little recap on that, because we haven't. This is not something I want to put on video, so nobody needs to see that. But yeah, that's the cattle life. That's farming. So we'll be fine. We got plenty of bulls. We got these 7 here. We got another 8 at the home farm. But that was the only red Angus bull we had. We will pick up another one. I shouldn't say we. Cody will. All the red Angus are his. So he's not getting a bull today. He's out getting a heifer. Nebraska, I believe, is where he's at. So, oh well, it is what it is.